Likutei Moharan. So, the last thing we said, shtickle synopsis, there's a neshama that brings Bi'ur HaTorah to the world, but this neshama passes away. The Chacham has to bring the Torah explanations from the Leva Elyon, from the supernal heart. He's supposed to, this is done through begging, supplication, to bring the Rachmanos HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the supernal heart, is filled with Rachmanos and gives out Torah. Additionally, it's supposed to add Kedusha to the Leva Elyon. It is commensurately with the level of Kedusha that you bring to the Leva Elyon. This is how much Torah gets down. The more Kedusha, the more Torah gets down. Every one of the people who are there has a chelik in it. Why? Because the Chacham comes with his staff of strength, which is made of all his zchuyos, all his masim tovim, all the Torah and everything else. The staff he uses to subdue the wickedness, the inherent wickedness, the natural wickedness that exists in all the people that come to hear. By doing that, by subduing their wickedness with his staff of strength, he connects to all of them. Then, when he goes down to Kodesh Baruch Hu, he's down while being connected to everybody. So it's called Tfilas Rabim, the prayer of the many, which A, is being received, it's not being rejected, and B, there's a lot of Kedusha that's being, because it's from all the Neshamas. So since the Torah that comes down commensurately with the kind of Kedusha that comes up, that is being added above, and every person who is there adds his own Kedusha, so Mimela, every person who is there has a chelik in the Torah. He gets chelik in the Torah that is negeh to him. This is what we said now. It says, and this chus of this Torah, once the Torah comes down, is Eretz Yisrael. And I said, but the point is, getting to Eretz Yisrael, there is the manias, the obstacles that are blocking. These are the Rishonim that block the way to Eretz Yisrael by slandering Eretz Yisrael. This is the Meraglim did. Now, if you remember, Am Yisrael, the Meraglim went. Then Moshe Rabbeinu said he wants to go through Edom. Why? Being that if Am Yisrael wouldn't have done Chet HaEgel and the Meraglim, all the nations would just let them pass through without any problems. But Madahava, they did what they did. So now you have to have a sword to be able to punish those who are blocking the way from Eretz Yisrael with sword and death. Sword. Once you need the sword comes, there's one swordsmith in the world, which is Edom. That's his. So you have to get it from Edom. That's his koyach. He is feeding off the mazel, the zodiac of Ma'adim, which is blood and bloodshed. Sif Zayin. V'da, you should know, through the spiritual energies, that are created by the letters of the Torah that the Chacham was mechadech, by bringing down the Torah from the supernal heart. These energies, the actual angels. In other words, they're complete creatures. והם מקבלים הכוח מאדם, and they are the one who receive the force, the might from Edom, means from the minister of Edom Mishamayim, in order to punish the wicked that slander at Israel. The Charba over Katla, in sword and in death. And they are created, Bivchinas, and it is said, Hashem yiten omer hamavasres tzvarav. Hashem will give omer, will give a saying that are harbingers of a great army, a great legion. So you see, it's through Hashem yiten omer. Hashem is giving omer. This is the letter of the Torah that the Chacham brings down. It becomes a tzvarav, a big army, a great legion. These are the malachim. They are the ones who punish the Rishon. For his angels he should give to you, should order to you. Al shacham hafesen tidroch, on a lion and on a snake you'll step. HaKadosh Baruch Hu will give you malachim, as your bodyguards, and you'll be stepping on lions and snakes. In other words, you tramp over lions and snakes. Because the malachim has the ability to punish the wicked, which are being akin to lions and to snakes. Now, see here. And these spiritual energies, in other words, the malachim, and the fees in other words, how strong they are, how able they are. This is all commensurate to how much Torah came down. The level of the Torah came down, different qualities of the Torah that came down.
Amen.
I have to tell you, going on a stick of tangent here, that I got two confirmations from Reb Simcha. First, you asked me that you said to somebody that you should mispal Shmiras Hazman, and then you wanted, maybe it was Chochmas, and I told you Pin Fakert, and I gave you the mashal. I told him that, he said, 100%. What I told you is 100% correct. Second thing I told him about the fact that your friend gave you this sefer that he wrote, and whatever it is, he said he didn't want it in the house. He had great aspires from that. He says, you're on the right road. If you have your own sefer right there, understand that such a sefer should not be in your house, you're heading in the right direction. You almost blew it this morning, but you're heading in the right direction. All right.
Give me the finger. Give me the finger.
Give me the finger. This is the finger, this is okay.
What about the other thing? Did you speak to me about the other thing? About the million?
No, I told him I can. This is you asking. No. This spiritual forces, these malachim, according to Chashus of the Torah. There's Chashus of Torah. Okay, now, this renewal of the Torah, what does it depend on? This, as we said, is commensurate to the amount and the kind of Kedusha that was added above. We said the Chacham connects himself to the Neshamas of all those that are there. And the more Neshamas are there, the more Kedusha is added above. The fear of Kedusha, and the more Kedusha that there is, this is the more Torah comes down. It's more Kedusha, more Torah comes down. The fear of Torah, and the more Torah there is, there's a greater number of Malachim. It's a greater army. Unfortunately, the opposite is also true. Sometimes the Kedusha is so minuscule עד שהמלוכים, הנברואים, מחידוש התורה, the malachim that created from these new Torah illuminations, they're very puny, they're very weak. They don't have the ability to actually punish the Rishon, the slanderous wicked, forcefully with a sword and death. They only have the ability only to subdue these Rishon, not to annihilate them, just subdue them, and to bring fear and meager, meekness in the heart. But not to actually punish them with sword and totally annihilate them. Sometimes the melachim are so weak, they don't have koyach, this melachim, even to subdue the Shem, the melachim don't have koyach. Shekol kachem miyutei koyach, they are so weak, because the kedusha is so meager. The only thing that they are able to do, these angels, is malachim, to instigate the force of the nations on these Rishon, those that slander the land. Like now in the Golos, in our exile. We don't have the ability to punish the wicked, ourselves. Except in the laws of the Goyish laws. That the Goyim themselves punish the Rishon with their laws. And this is an unbelievable secret that has been revealed here. Rosho machtir es tzaddik. The Rosho surrounds the tzaddik. Al ken yeitze mishpat me'ukol. The Rosho, surrounds the tzaddik. That's why the judgment comes out crooked. In Tzudas Dov it says over there that the Rosh, this is Nebuchadnezzar, was surrounding the tzaddik from all sides. Even though Am Yisrael sinned, but compared to Nebuchadnezzar, they were considered tzaddikim. Balken, that's the reason why they make the judgment crooked, because they're not doing Am Yisrael, they're not doing I assume it's talking about Am Yisrael, they twist the judgment because they think there's really no less din, less dying. There's really no there's no. But over here we're saying something like this: Ki harosho besovez is a tzaddik. The Rosh surrounds the tzaddik. He surrounds it, makes puts a siege on him. And we don't have the power to push him away. Except in their laws, according to their courts. To judge him with their laws. To receive from them the power to persecute the Russia. You should know, this is the secret that I told you about. שלפעמים עושים במס השם לסגור שהראש הכתיר את הצדיק. Sometimes there's a specific kavanah, because you spoke about it deliberately, that the Rasha will surround the tzaddik and will pester him and will paint him to the corner. והצדיק אין לעליון לא לתחוסס הראשו אלא למשפטיהם. And the tzaddik, that does not have the ability to push away the Rasha except through the laws of the Goyim. Validei koach hamishpat. And with the application of the judgment of the Goyim that are judging, that are indicting the wicked, the Rasha, you see now, suddenly, the power of the judgment, of the courts, of the law of the Goyim, acts in favor of Israel. What that does is v'yoytze mishpat kedusha shenafal ben haklipas. Because the mishpat kedusha, when Shofte Israel, when the Shofte Israel, when the judges of Israel are not judging properly, the mishpat of Israel falls to the husks, to the klippos. You have to get it out. You have to extricate it from the klippos. How are you going to extricate it? Kadosh Baruch Hu arranges for the Rasha to put the tzaddik in distress. And the tzaddik doesn't have the koyach to push away except with goyish and dinah. And the goyim paskin, according to their laws, in favor of the tzaddik, and that brings out the judgment, the kedusha that fell into the klippos. The tzaddik brings out the mishpat, the kedusha, from the klippos. The word says, it says the simple way, pshat, that you understand the pasuk. And that's why the judgment, the mishpat, comes out crooked. But it's also in Hebrew, it also means, al ken yaitz a mishpat, the mishpat comes out me'ukol, from its twistedness. Kenis'akel ben ha-klippos. The mishpat was twisted by the klippos. V'v'chinas mishpatim b'alidaum. The mishpat of the kedusha is between the kedusha, is between the klippos, and it's unknown. Mishpatim b'alidaum. There's mishpatim there. There's holy mishpat in by the klippos, but it's b'alidaum. It is not seen. It was swallowed. It was twisted there. V'achshav yoytze mikuloi. Now it's interesting that the word ikul also means a lien, right? There's ikul in the bank, there's ikul, they put a lien. It comes out of the lien. It's any ikuloi, v'nisyasha mikuloi. It comes out of the lien and it straightens out from its twistedness. So al ken yaitze mishpat me'ukol, that the mishpat comes out of the ikul, of the lien, of the twistedness, and comes back to the kedusha. סעיף י' ולפעמים גם זה הכוח עליהם. Sometimes even this koach they don't have, these malachim. They don't have the koach lanish, they have no koach, they have no power to punish. V'lo lanish b'dineim, and they cannot even punish in the mishpat of the goyim. V'lo lavimorich bilvava, we're not even put fear on them. V'lo koach elo la'ashtik oisam bilvava, just to shut them up. Shalol deber so, not to speak slanderously on Eretz Yisrael before our faces. In other words, to our faces, not to do that. Why? So what good does this do? So their words will not infiltrate through the ears of the people. But if Amen Gamzea Koyach, sometimes even this Koyach they don't have. Not even this, I'm calling him yet a everything according to the minuscule amount of kedusha that has been added above. That Hashem will make another snap summary and continue tomorrow.